Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are well and have watched the previous video and you got it the things. Now today's I'm here and you're welcome in maths online class. Now the one thing keep your mind attending during attending online maths class, keep NCERT book and a notebook with you. Then you can better understand the concept. As you know, we have already discussed two methods to solve algebraic equations, that is the pair of linear equations, that one elimination method and substitution method. And today we are going to discuss on cross multiplication method. This is the third method to solve a pair of linear equation. Okay, so we are going to start cross multiplication method. Okay, so just already again I am telling to you whatever I have told to you in last two videos. We can solve a pair of linear equation in two variable by two methods, graphical and algebraic. And algebraic methods in divided in three parts. It means substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. Two methods so we have already discussed. So now the time to learn cross multiplication method. Okay, so let's start the topic. See here, one question can be raised in your mind: why there are so many different ways of doing something? You know, if you want to do any work, so that work you can do by many ways. Some other ways you can do, some other ways, just like you have seen pair of linear equation in two variables. If two equations are given, so you can solve by two methods first, algebraic and graphical method, then again having three methods. So you can have a question why so many methods are here. So see here, one student is asking, when you already told me about graphical substitution and elimination method, why again cross multiplication? This question can be raised in your mind. So what the reply is there? Sometimes equations have big numbers. Sometimes equations have big numbers. Tell me, won't it be difficult to choose a factor to remove x? And if the coefficient of x are big number like 74, like 284, then it complex to use substitution. Suppose I have taught to you one method that is on the basis of multiplication. In that one, we cannot cancel without multiplying the coefficient. Okay, without multiplying the coefficient, and we cannot cancel the like term. So if they are the big number, so it is difficult by using elimination method or substitution method. So let's see an example why we are going to learn cross multiplication method. Suppose example is given here: 5x minus 3y is equal to 35 and 7x plus 7y is equal to 24. So beta, if we want to here cancel x, okay, so what we will do? We need to multiply first equation by 74 and second equation by 5. So it is difficult to multiply by 74 because it is long. So we are going to see here difficult to solve by elimination method, because that's I already told you should be multiplied with 74, should be multiplied with 5. Then these are to be subtracted, and it is so problematic and so long. But with cross multiplication method, it's easy. Okay, so see here what is the cross multiplication method and how we will solve the equation by using this method. We already know and we are already familiar about the standard equation of the pair of linear equation in two variable, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 are the integers. Okay, so we can find out the value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2 from the equations. Okay, and what the funda is that? Funda is that we need to start from b1. We will start from b1. Just you can see here b1, b2, c1. It means we need to write the value of here b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, then again b1, b2. So we will start from where we will start? We will start from b1, b2, then c1, c2 will come, then a1, a2 will come, then again it will end with b1, b2. See here how to write, I am going to tell you. Here equation is given here a1x plus b1y plus c1. So we need to find out the first value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2 and c2, and we'll start with middle term. So what is the middle term? That is v1, and write x, y, z in order. Okay, same procedure for second equation. What are the orders? What are the order moves towards right? That is, first point is that start with b1. That's I already told you, we will start with b1. Right of b1, it means the right side of the b1 we need to write c1, and right side of c1, you know, in equation after c1 no d1 is there, no d1, but when we will take in cyclic method, so which variable will come after c? The c, if there are the three variables a, b, c in a cyclic form, in a circular form, so beta we have started with b1. After b1 c1 is coming, so after c1 what will come? a1 will come. You can see if three persons are stand in a circle, so last person, after last person who will come? First will come or not? So that's why after c1 we will write a1, and after b1, sorry, after a1 what will come? b1. So again we will end with b1. To keep the things in your mind, we will start with b1 and we will end with b1. Okay, see here whole procedure, that's I am telling you, x, y and 1. Okay, now b1, b2 we have started from b1, b2, then c1, c2, then a1, a2, and then again end with b1, b2. So this is the procedure to write the coefficient of x, y. Okay, and variables. So see here, and x, y. Now we will take, what we will do? We need to cross multiply. Why? Because the name of the method is cross multiplication. So cross multiplication, you know what is written first? X. So we have right here x. Now b1 into c2 in cross multiplication, b1 c2, that is written here x upon b1 c2, and minus. Now we will take the next one, that is b2 c1. So x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1, you can see it is written here. Now same thing for y. It means we need to take in the form of square. So y upon c1 a2, okay, cross multiplication, then we will again put the minus symbol, then c2 a1, then is equal to 1 upon a1 b2 and minus a2 b1. This is the procedure that how we will write the in cross multiplication method. See here, same thing, that's I have told you. How we will use sub x, y and 1 I have told you. Then what the format you have written? b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and b1, b2. So what we have done beta? X upon, same thing I am telling, whatever I have told just now, same I am repeating, same sentence I am repeating here. So x upon b1 c2 minus x upon b2 c1. Okay, then we will take next square, that for c1 c2 and a1 a2. So what will come? Y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1. Then we will take the third square, that is a1 a2 and b1 b2. So what will come? 1 upon a1 b2 and minus a2 b1. Got it? Okay, so let's do an example. A fraction becomes 1 upon 3 when 1 subtracted from the numerator, and it becomes 1 upon 4 when 8 is added to the denominator. Now question is seen that find the fraction. So I hope you are remember the tips given in earlier topics, that how we will make the form the algebraic equation. So what the question is asking, we noted down, find the fraction. What the find question asking to us? That is fraction. So written here, and what is given? Numerator, denominator, sum and subtraction. These things are given. So what we will do first? First we will let the fraction. So what the fraction is there? X upon y. Let the fraction be x upon y. In that case, numerator is equal to x and denominator is equal to y. So what the condition was saying first? What was the first condition? See again, First condition is that a fraction becomes 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. 1 is subtracted from the numerator. So what you will subtract 1? The fraction is x upon y. 1 is subtracted from the numerator. That's why we will write here x minus 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 3. Got it? Because equation is saying that when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, so x minus 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 3. We need to cross multiply. So 3x minus 1 is equal to y. That's why 3x minus 3 is equal to y. So that we can write it 3x minus y is equal to 3. It is the first equation. Now check the second. Now this second condition is saying that if 8 is added in denominator, if 8 is added in denominator, so fraction will become 1 upon 4. So what we have done? We have added 8 in denominator. That's why x upon y plus 8 is equal to 1 upon 4. Again we need to do cross multiply. So 4x is equal to y plus 8. That's why 4x minus y is equal to 8. It is the second equation. So we have got pair of linear equation, two equation we have got. What is the first equation? 3x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0 in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. And second equation 4x minus y minus 8 is equal to, that is also in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. So what the value of beta a1, that is 3. We need to write on the notebook. a1 is equal to 3, a2 is equal to 4, b1 is equal to minus 1, b2 is equal to minus 1, c1 is equal to minus 3 and c2 is equal to minus 8. And we have already told to you what we'll start from b1 and end with b1. So what the value of b1 b2, that is minus 1 minus 1, then c1 c2 minus 3 minus 8, then a1 a2, that is 3 and 4, then again b1 b2, so minus 1 minus 1. Now we'll start the cross multiplication. So x upon and minus 1 into minus 8 minus plus, so it will become c. I have written minus 1 into minus 8 written. Then what symbol was there? Then it was minus, so minus symbol we have put. Okay, so minus 3 and minus 1 multiply we have written here. In second, equal to y. So minus 3 into 4, see there the multiplication, cross multiplication, minus 3 into 4 there. So we have written over there, then minus symbol according to the method. So written over here, and minus 8 into 3. Then last one is equal to 1 and 3 into minus 1 and minus 4 into minus 1. Now we need to solve. So when we solve it, so 8 ones are 8 and it will minus minus plus. Okay, and 3 ones are 3 and the other 3 minus, so it will become minus minus plus and then plus minus minus. So 8 minus 3, that is 5. 8 minus 3, that is 5. So x upon 5 will come. Same thing we will solve here and same thing we will solve here. Okay, so what we will get after solved, that is x upon 5 is equal to y upon 12 is equal to 1 upon 1. So we will take x upon 5 together, x and 1, then y 1. So x upon 5 is equal to 1 upon 1. In that case we need to cross multiply, so x is equal to 5. If we will take the second one, y upon 12 is equal to 1 upon 1, so y is equal to 12. Y is equal to 12 because it is 1 upon 1. By mistake it is written here, but y is equal to 12. So what the advantage here? Advantage here, you got both x and y at once. It means together we can got the value of x and y. Okay, so what the benefit is there? Just remember, if there are many methods to solve any problem in our daily life, each one has its own importance. If one is to be used one particular situation, the other would be useful in some other situation. It's all about simplicity, and that's called smart work. Okay, so I hope so you have got it this method. And again I am telling, keep the things in your mind. We will start with the b1 and we need to end with the b1, and we need to find out the value of x and y together. So now the time of homework. So NCERT exercise with you. There are so many questions, so you can solve them on your notebook, and after that you can send to me. I hope so you have got it, and watch the video, and thank you everyone, and have a nice day.